Hi everybody. I've been out in the mountains following the last week of the tour whenever I was in mobile territory and following the world's road race on my ride back from the French Alps to Belgium. As promised, I'm back for the world's men individual time trial, which is planned for this Friday, August the 11th. Looking at the recent courses, we had the Innsbruck course in 2018, which covered 52k and featured a long climb. It's here that Rohan Dennis took his first rainbow jersey ahead of Tom Dumoulin and Victor Campenaerts. Dennis took his second win at Harrogate in 2019 on a 54k course. Silver went to Remco Evenepoel ahead of Filippo Ganna. In 2020 at Imola, Filippo Ganna took his first rainbow jersey ahead of Van Aert and Koen. He repeated his feat in 2021 on a pancake flat course in Bruges, this time ahead of Van Aert and Evenepoel. Last year, Tobias Vos from Norway surprised everybody, taking the win ahead of Koen and Evenepoel on the 34k Wollongong course featuring 312 meters of elevation gain. The parcours for this year's ITT goes back to the long format, nearly 48k featuring 352 meters of elevation gain. The uphills on the course never get steep, with the 800 meter bump at 5.5% into the finish the most notable climb. Seemingly, the climb is cobbled, and at the time of recording, a moderate breeze from the southwest is expected, with a chance of rain throughout the day. We're getting participants from 49 countries with widely diverging time trial credentials. Countries that draw my attention are Australia with Dennis and Vine, and Belgium with Evenepoel and Van Aert, Denmark represented by Asgreen and Bjerg, France with Armirai and Cavagna, Great Britain with Tarling and Thomas, and Italy with Cattaneo and Ganna. The defending champion Tobias Vos for Norway and Pogačar for Slovenia, because he's worth mentioning in every race he lines up. Finally, the Swiss Bissiger and Koen and the Americans Craddock and McNulty. Here's an overview of the riders on the start list who managed to ride into the top 10 of an ITT World Championship, including 3 former winners, Dennis, Ganna and Vos, and 3 silver medalists, Van Aert, Evenepoel and Koen. Here's the betting odds at the time of recording, with Evenepoel, Van Aert, Koen and Ganna the main favorites, and a more detailed overview of the riders to watch in my book. Not considering the national champs, Rohan Dennis' last ITT wins go back to early 2021. He finds a course that suits him here, not unlike the Harrogate course where he took his second rainbow jersey. He's retiring at the end of this year, and he'd sure love to go out with a bang. For Belgium, both Evenepoel and Van Aert seem to be in great form and will be looking to play their aero and power cards respectively. We saw the Kasper Asgreen of old towards the end of the Tour de France, and in my book he's one who may surprise here for Denmark. Also Mikkel Bjerg can't be ruled out. He won the Criterium du Dauphiné ITT ahead of Vingegaard and Cavagna earlier this year. Talking of Cavagna, he's been riding solidly throughout the year, as does his compatriot Armirai. Then it will be interesting to see how 19-year-old and last year's junior world champion will do over this course, with at the other end of the age spectrum a proven time trialist, Geraint Thomas. For the Italians, Filippo Ganna has been flying on the track. We often see him pick his ITTs, and you can be assured that he'll be ready for the Worlds. Also, Cattaneo is solid top 10 material. Vos hasn't been able to win in his rainbow jersey, yet he is to be expected in the top 10, as is Pogačar. Nelson Oliveira is another rider who tends to do well on the World's ITT. And finally, for Switzerland, Koen just came in 5th on a brutal road race, showing that the form is there. You can expect him in the ITT as well. Besides him, also Bissiger will have this one down as one of his main goals. Van Aert, Ganna and Evenepoel are my 4-star favorites. Koen gets 3 stars. Cattaneo, Vos and Pogačar get 2 stars. Dennis, Thomas and Bissiger each get 1 star. In terms of podium prediction, I'm going for a Wout van Aert win ahead of Ganna and Evenepoel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.